So Lewis County is an ideal county to raise dairy cows in. We have ideal temperatures, good water supply, and land that is well suited for our family dairy farms. But while the landscape has not changed much in the county, the economics of raising dairy cows and producing milk has. We live in a global market affected by the fluctuations of exports and imports, and sadly, the lack of demand for fluid milk. So even though organizations like Cornell University work on unique products like maple cheddar cheese and do research on milk beer for us to entice our generations to increase their consumption of milk, we have an oversupply of milk around the state and the nation. Just to give you an idea of the importance of dairy farm businesses, they create jobs in this county. For every full-time worker on dairy farms, another 1.5 jobs are created. For every dollar on on-farm milk sales in New York State, another 2.29 is generated. How does this affect Lewis County? In 2014, the average milk price, money per 100 pounds of milk, was $25.50. And in 2017, the price was $18.48. The projected price for 2018 is $16.98. And even that is not a solid number. This has created a negative cash flow for many farms, and a low milk price means many farms will not be buying new equipment or updating their infrastructures. We produce a lot of milk in Lewis County with our 172 dairy farms, and we would like to make sure we do not lose any more family farms to the current low milk prices we have had over the last 4 years. Recently, I helped a neighbor load his cows that he sold as he was selling out. He had milked on his farm with his dad for over 50 years. It was a way of life for him, and it was a sad day because not only was his lifestyle changing, his barn was empty, but the community around him changes also. And we don't want what makes up all the good parts of a small rural county to change. So with this Naturally Dairy Awareness campaign, we hope you will think when you do your grocery shopping and support our family farms. We appreciate the continued support of our county government for agriculture.
My name is Brittany Davis. I'm the Marketing Specialist with Lewis County Economic Development, and with me is Lindsay Ferlito. She's with Cornell Cooperative Extension, and Regan Domagala, our Lewis County Dairy Princess. So our Naturally Dairy campaign is a partnered effort between Cornell Cooperative Extension of Lewis County, the Lewis County Economic Development Office, the Lewis County Dairy Princess Program, you guys, the county, and other agricultural agencies within the county. And before I go on with the Naturally Dairy campaign, I just want to recognize Regan in the Lewis County Dairy Princess group for being here today. She brought her quart with her. They were able to hand out chocolate milk and regular milk, and thank you, Ryan, for providing the cheese for today. So I just want to recognize them for all of their efforts. The Dairy Princess group, they've already been attending a ton of events in the area to promote dairy, and they are going to be doing a lot more throughout the summer. So you're definitely going to be seeing Regan and her corps all around Lewis County a lot. So moving on with the Naturally Dairy campaign, this effort was kind of sparked at an agricultural agency meeting where a bunch of us get together once every 3 months to talk about ag in Lewis County. And we basically asked ourselves, what can we really do to help the dairy industry in the county? We can't necessarily help the milk prices, but what can we do to kind of bring back the pride and the morale in the dairy industry? So we came up with the Naturally Dairy campaign. The campaign obviously originated here in Lewis County, but it's going to work to show the North Country's strengths in agriculture, highlight our hardworking farms, remind consumers of the benefits of dairy in a well-balanced diet, and educate the community on the impact that the dairy industry has on our overall economy. So we have created a Naturally Dairy website, which is linked off the Naturally Lewis website. And I'm going to scroll down here. Okay. So our intent here with the hashtag Naturally Dairy is to get the community members using that hashtag on their social media posts. And on our website here, you can see that we're really trying to encourage people to think local, shop local, buy local. So we have compiled a list of dairy plants and stores and processors that utilize Northern New York milk. And so when you're at the grocery store, kind of think about what type of dairy product are you purchasing? Is it local, meaning a lot of it is within New York State, or is it not local? On your dairy products, you can see if the code at the top has plant code number 36, that means it's from New York. I recently went shopping at Aldi's in Carthage. I bought a thing of half and half, and it actually had the plant code 36. So it was New York milk, and because I bought that, it's affecting our farmers here in Lewis County. We are also promoting the New York State Grown and Certified program. So if any of you buy your dairy products at the Stewart shops, for example, all of their dairy products are New York State Grown and Certified, which means they're from New York. So as you can see, we list just a bunch of information to consumers, to residents here in Lewis County. Each dairy month is going to have a theme. Lindsay will kind of get more into that. Different events listed, and also our Naturally Dairy Facebook page. So I encourage all of you to like the Naturally Dairy Facebook page. We're going to be really promoting Lewis County dairy farmers, events, dairy fun facts, things like that. We will also be utilizing our local media outlets, using the Lewis County Dairy Princess to attend different events and be kind of like our forefront promotion for the dairy industry. And we definitely look forward to working with them more.
So as Brittany mentioned, the campaign is a 7-month-long campaign. So we're starting in June, and it's going to run until December. And every month has a different theme. And since June is considered National Dairy Month, we figured that was a good time to start. And we figured our monthly theme for June would be promoting Lewis County dairy products. So buying local products, understanding what that means, learning a little bit more about the importance of the dairy industry here in Lewis County and kind of the history of the dairy industry here as well. Some of our upcoming themes for future months are going to include generational stories on local family farms, a day in the life of a farmer. So we know that farmers work really hard, but let's learn a little bit more about that. How do they care for their animals? How do they care for the land? We're also going to do some fuel up to play, where we have chocolate milk so that athletes can refuel after school sporting events. We also are going to have a month of cheese. So every day we're going to post about a different type of cheese that maybe you haven't heard of, maybe you haven't tried. And then we're also going to be talking in November, tying into Thanksgiving, why we're thankful for our local farms and really the impact that has on our community. We've touched a little bit about it today, but I think a lot of the public isn't aware of that and how important the dairy industry is to our economy here. And then our last month in December, we're going to end with celebrating the holidays with dairy. So whatever holidays you celebrate in December, make sure that dairy is on the table. So we'll be sharing recipes and different ways to incorporate dairy for the holidays. So as Brittany mentioned, we just want to encourage everyone here and everyone in the community to get involved. Check out the website, check out the Facebook page, because we have a lot of upcoming events and they'll be posted there. Some of our most upcoming events include the Food Truck Fridays happening in Lowville. The first one will be June 29th, and the Dairy Princess will be there. They'll be handing out different dairy products every month. And then we also have the 5K milk run / walk. That's on Saturday, June 30th. Sign up is already open online. The Dairy Princess Court has been doing a lot to get that up and running. It's the first of hopefully an annual event. So come on out, support local dairy producers. You can try some local products, meet some local farmers, and get active. So thank you.
Anyone have any questions?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.